The latest state of play left us with one thing clear. Ghost of Yōtei isn't just another samurai game. It's colder, more brutal, and way more personal than what we got with Ghost of Tsushima. From dynamic combat to a completely reimagined way of exploring the world, this sequel is taking bold risks. And today, we're breaking it all down. This is way more than a sequel. It feels like Sucker Punch decided to take everything they built with Tsushima, tear apart, and rebuild it from the ground up with something darker, more grounded, and way more personal. The game takes place in Ezo, which is basically ancient Hokkaido, and right away the environment changes everything. The snow, the fog, the mountains, it's not just visual. It affects gameplay. Footprints in the snow can give you away. The weather impacts your movement. Enemies feel more aware. Everything feels more dangerous and lonely. And this time you don't play as Jean. You play as Atsu, a mercenary, not a noble, not a samurai. She's brutal. She's angry. She's completely disconnected from the idea of honor. And that's what makes her so interesting. Her goal is revenge. She's hunting down this group called the Yotei 6, and the best part is you can take them out in any order. There's no fixed quest line. You investigate, find clues, interrogate people, and build your own path through the story. It's almost got a Hitman or Ghostwire vibe with how you're piecing together your targets, except it's all through this very grounded, feudal lens. Combat is also way more aggressive. You still have your katana, but now you've got dual blades, spears, even a kuzurigama, and each weapon changes how you fight. There's no stance system anymore. Instead, the weapon you use becomes your style. Spears are better against armored enemies. Dual swords are fast, but risky. And yes, you can be disarmed. You can disarm enemies. Fights are faster, more chaotic, and they punish you hard if you mess up. This isn't the elegant back and forth from Tsushima. This feels messy and desperate in a good way. Exploration is another huge shift. The guiding wind is gone. Now you follow leads, clue cards, people you talk to, rumors you hear, animals you spot. There are no big cities. Instead, you make camps. You set up your own little base, and the world comes to you. It's super immersive. You're not being dragged from mission marker to mission marker. You're actually living in the world. And let's talk about the presentation for a second. Kurosawa mode is back, of course, but now there are new visual modes too. One is inspired by Takashi Miike, more stylized, more violent, more raw. Another is Shinichiro Watanabe's mode, which literally adds lo-fi beats while you wander around. Yes, like Samurai Champloo. It sounds gimmicky, but honestly, it works. It gives the game different moods depending on how you want to play. I could totally see myself switching to Watanabe mode after a boss fight, just to ride through the forest with some beats and clear my head. The story also seems way more emotional. Atsu's journey isn't about saving an island. It's about dealing with grief, rage, and trauma. You get to relive parts of her past through flashbacks, and those moments change how you see certain enemies and decisions later on. It's a revenge story, yeah, but it's also about identity and what happens when you've already lost everything. It's less becoming the ghost and more surviving as one. If you compare this to Ghost of Tsushima, it's like Tsushima was warm, romanticized, and almost noble. Yotei is cold, gritty. You feel isolated most of the time. And I love that. It's not just a bigger map, it's a tighter, smarter, and more reactive world. Even the progression system has changed. You don't grind XP. You earn trust, build reputation, and unlock tools by actually doing things that matter. It feels less gamey, more lived in. And of course, there's Assassin's Creed Shadows releasing around the same time. That game looks great, flashy stealth, two protagonists, RPG systems, but it's a different kind of experience. AC gives you power. Ghost makes you earn it. Shadows is like being a ninja in a movie. Yotei is like surviving in a Kurosawa film. They're not really competing, they're just doing totally different things. So yeah, after watching the state of play, I'm honestly more hyped for Ghost of Yōtei than I expected to be. It feels like a love letter to everything Tsushima built, but it's also Sucker Punch saying, you thought you knew what a Ghost game was? Think again. If you're into slow burn, atmospheric samurai storytelling with real challenge and emotional weight, this is going to be the game to play this year. Let me know what you think in the comments. Are you leaning more toward Yotei or AC Shadows? Or both? I'll definitely be covering more as we get closer to launch. So hit that like and sub if you're into this kind of breakdown, and I'll see you in the snow.